Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and this is our final card of the card a week through the end of November. So I hope that you have enjoyed this series, and I am going to finish it up using the North Pole Littles from Hello Bluebird. They are just really cute little stamps, and I'm going to do a technique that I haven't tried yet on any of the cards, and I'm going to do a little bit of coloring and a little bit of blending, and yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I think first thing I'm going to do is do my stamping, and I want to use a couple of these cute little reindeer flying. This one, I don't know, maybe I'll do the same reindeer. And I know I want some presents. I don't know, I got some inspiration from a card that I had seen on Pinterest, and I just love Pinterest. I'm going to use 2 of those. And I'm going to use the presents. And I will color and cut all of those out. And then I think I also want to use the special delivery, because it's like there, or maybe I'll do Jingle All the Way. That one's cute too. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Jingle All the Way because I just saw that and I like it. Or Bring on the Merry's cute too. All of these sentiments are just really cute. This is a really cute stamp set. Hello Bluebird has some really cute ones. Okay, so before I stamp this down, I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I'm going to tape off where I want this. So I'm just using some, oh, I don't even know, micropore tape. It's removable tape, kind of like washi, only it's not washi. Oh, that's not where I want it. You know what I should do is put it on here. I have a thing, let's use it. Alright, and then if I put this down here, that should be about straight. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then so I know that I want my special delivery, or whatever I decided to use, Jingle All the Way, underneath here. So I'm just going to stamp that really quickly so that I'll be done stamping. Ooh, my stamp pad is falling apart. Guess it's time for a new black. Jingle All the Way. And this is new for me too, trying to use the card. I mean, lots of times I will put a cover, like a card front, on top of the card base. So I'm just going for it on the card front this time, which is not always my go-to. Actually, it's not my go-to. Never ever is that my go-to, because I know myself and I will sometimes mess up. And like that Jingle All the Way isn't as crisp as I like, so I am going to take a pen and just go right over it. And I don't think this needs to dry, but I don't know, because it's liquid. I'm going to not touch it while I am doing my coloring. That way, hopefully, if it does need to dry, it will be dry. Ooh, I kind of screwed that up. Kind of screwed up the way, but that's all right. It'll work. At least it's all legible now. Okay, so I'll put that there, and then I'm going to get out some colors to color my... That's kind of a pretty color. I could use that for a present. That wasn't a color I meant to grab, but... Okay, so... That's a really dark one. 169, 168, 247. I think this was a combo that I used on one of the cards previously. How dark is this one? Well, that one's kind of a pretty color. I kind of like that one. Okay, so let's try... I think I might want to do this one, 168. This is 180. These are very close. And then I need a darker one. 247 maybe. This one is the really dark one. I think this one, I don't know, maybe I'll use all of them. Let's just try it. So the darkest one is, or the lightest one is 168. Oops. So I'm going to go in and color all of him. Even his ears, where I will add some pink here in a little minute. And I'm even going to do his little antlers. And I think I'll color them one at a time, and then I will use 180. I think this is the one that I decided was the new one. Yes. New one meaning it wasn't one that I used on a previous card to do the deer on the rooftop. I remember I used, I think, that 3 color that I had, except for I'm adding this one as a 4th. So I'm almost coloring all of them in. I'm leaving a little bit of them open, and I'm going to use the lighter one again and just color in all of it, just to kind of blend it. And then I will use the next darker one, which is 247. And then I'm going to go in with the really dark one and just do a few little highlights. And underneath his little collar. And then I might even do his hair. He has a little twig of hair there. It's kind of cute. Oh, and I definitely want to do his hooves with this darker color. And then I'm gonna, oh, I'll leave that open. Then I'm gonna take the lighter one again and just blend that in. Then I'm gonna take a pink and color in his ears and give him a little pink in his cheeks. And I think I will give one of them a red collar and maybe one of them a green collar. I'm not sure yet, but we'll do the red on this guy. And I'm going to give him a little jingle bell with this gold color. I didn't put it upside down, and so it's drying out. These have a tendency to do that if I don't put them upside down, so I will try to keep it upside down while I am doing the rest of the card. Oh, I shouldn't have added the jingle bell yet anyway, because when I do my die it'll cut out, so that's okay. Okay, I think that's pretty cute. And I will finish him up with some white, so I'll add that in a little bit, but let me go ahead and color this guy first. So I'm using the lightest, which is my 168. I'm going to color the whole thing in again. I just love coloring. I don't know why, but it's just calming and nice. So I guess that's why. And then 247. I might not make this one quite as dark as I made the last one, so I might only use those 3 colors on his actual body. I might use the 4th color just for his hooves and maybe even his antlers in this one. We'll see. So now I'm going to take the lighter color again. And I'm going to take the pink before I do the rest of him. Add that. And then I'm going to take the darker one, but not the darkest one, and do my outline. Of where I think it would be darkest. Then I'm going to take my dark one, do his hooves, his little hair, and I'm going to do his antlers a little bit of this darker. But then I'm going to take the lighter one. And I'm going to take the lightest one again and just go over his little cheeks so it won't be so pink. I just want that pink to kind of show through. I want his tail to be a little darker, so let me use the 247 and get this part of his tail just a little bit darker. Okay, so now I think I've colored the deer. I'm going to put their lids back on. 247, 169, 168. And I don't think I need the pink anymore. I don't think anyway. And I have some different shades of red and green that I'm going to color these, and I'm thinking I'm also going to make his collar green. Which just made me think of collard greens and just kidding. I do like collard greens though. And I'm going to do the white little dots on him. And I'm going to do a little bit of the tail right there. And I think I'm going to take even just black and do his little hooves. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. And then I'm also going to take the black and go right around his little white on his tail just to make sure I didn't cover up that. I don't think I did on either of them, but just to be sure. And I'm going to go over his nose and his eyes and his little mouth. Now I need to color the presents, and I wanted to use this pretty color, so I think I'm going to color this present this blue color. It's really pretty. And I think I'm going to do this red with that. It's kind of a pinkish red. Kind of a raspberry red, I guess. And then I think I will do this guy. With that pretty green. And like a bright Christmas red. Then I think I might do this bow in this raspberry kind of red again. And maybe this dark. And I think I will give this one some polka dots. That's cute. Alright, so I think the coloring is done. I might add some Wink of Stella here after I get it going a little bit more. Let me get out my Big Shot. And I'm going to use my dies to cut out these little guys. I need the present and the flying reindeer. Oops, I just moved that. It would be smart to use some Post-it tape, but I like to live dangerously for whatever reason. Then I'm going to punch that out. I'll take both of those, and then I'm going to use the die again on the reindeer that's remaining. Sandwich him in there. And I'm just putting the die cuts back. And the stamp set back. I'm going to turn off my fan. It's getting kind of chilly in here, which is hard to believe. Okay, so now I have my Jingle All the Way, and I'm going to use these little guys. And I think I am going to try to use this and add just a little bit of gold to his collar, like a little neck, like a little bell. Yeah, that works. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's very small, but it's there. I did it for both of them. And I'm going to make this sky a blue sky, and I'm using Faded Denim Distress Oxide, or Faded Jean, and I'm going to use one of these makeup brushes, which is amazing. I have used it one other time just to do a test, and I'm sure by the time that you guys see this I will have used it several times, but it is really cool. So I just get some ink on here, and then I'm just going to go in from the side. I got some on the outside of that. Oops. Maybe I'll have to move it up a little, depending on how badly it looks. Let me take off this. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, so let me see if I can. I got that pretty saturated. I don't usually get it that saturated, but I'm not kidding. These things hold the ink, but they do a nice, they hold the ink. That wasn't the right thing to say, because they don't hold it in, even though it looks like it's still blue. It comes off very, very easily, and it gives you a lot of coverage for a little bit of ink. So, I mean, you can still see that I'm coloring it some blue there, but it will soon come off. These are easy to clean, and I mean, it's really amazing. I like this whole brush idea. It's clean, so I'm done with that. And then what I'm going to do before I take the tape off is I'm going to take my Distress sprayer and spray so it kind of looks a little bit like the sky, and I'm going to dry that with my heat gun. Okay, I can put that back. Now let's take this off. I got a little bit below that too, but that's okay. I'm just going to deal with it. That looks pretty cool. I think I'll just put the presents right there. Kind of looks like they're sitting on snow. And I'm going to just glue them down. And then I think I will pop dot the reindeer. Whoops. I had to finish this series with a little bit of Santa Claus, or the illusion of Santa Claus. I guess he's not in this actually, but he's coming. Then I'll do something like that, I think, pop dotted. I don't have these cut. I still find pink feathers from that silly flamingo card. I'm still not sure who I'm sending that to. And I think I'm going to use this to put some dots in the sky as well, to make it look like the snow is falling. These white pens are really cool, if I say so while I'm using it. It really is. It comes in handy, and it's just a neat idea. And I'm going to make some of them a little bigger. I was thinking about doing that before I messed up with that one, but since I messed up with that one, I made it easy. There we go. I think that looks pretty neat. Yeah, I like that. Jingle All the Way, and then the ink is actually on the page, so that's kind of neat. And I could put a piece of white cardstock in here, or a white, oh, what's it called? Just typing paper or copy paper in here to make it so that you don't see this so much. I don't really mind that it's there myself, but I might decide to change that. But right now I'm going to leave it because I like it like this. I think it's a really cute card. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this series, and let me know what you think of it, and maybe I'll do it again next year. But I really appreciate all of you, and have a wonderful day and happy holidays. Jingle all the way. I'm going to get these cards in the mail.